It has been about, what, 2 weeks, I would say, since I've done this. Um, by this, I mean making a video and just talking about my journey since May the 5th, which was the day that my life changed, like, tremendously. My boyfriend lost his life on that day. He was killed on that day, and it is definitely a journey. It's definitely hard, and it's painful, like pain I've never felt, and I've experienced some pain, you know what I'm saying? Even with losing, and death, and but this hit me really hard. And I just been making videos and, you know, just trying to find different outlets of getting how I feel out, the lessons that I'm learning during this process and how I feel, and being honest with myself. Like, my first video was about, like, it's okay to not be okay. Oh, it's okay to admit that you're not okay, you know, and having grace for yourself on days where you do feel like you're okay. Because I was feeling bad about having a good day. I was feeling bad, like, about being in good spirits, so talking about that, talking about positive outlets. I know for our people, a lot of time we resort to drinking more, what I'm saying, smoking more, or isolating yourself, being more angry, not really wanting to talk, not really wanting to express yourself, what I'm saying, lashing out, you know, and and realizing that there should be a positive outlet, what I'm saying, or trying different things like walking, going outside by water, or maybe just getting with some friends, or I expressed my idea of wanting a support group, wanting to do a support group for people, like us, like our age group, who may have experienced loss, may have experienced, trauma and pain and grief. And, sometimes it's easier to talk to somebody who can relate, while the world keeps going, the world keeps moving, you know what I'm saying? Your life is forever changed. So it would be good to talk to people who've experienced the same pain, or just listen, what I'm saying, to people, and, see if their stories may help you in some way, what I'm saying? And, so that's what the second video was about. And then the last video I made was just talking about him, what I'm saying, my boyfriend, and how amazing he was and how he changed my life, and how impactful a person can be, and making sure you appreciate that person while they're alive. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that brings me peace, is knowing that that man knew, you know what I'm saying, that I loved him and I appreciated him for everything he was in my life, because he gave me a love, he showed me a love that I never had before, and it was amazing, it was beautiful, it was special, and I'm thankful for it, even though I didn't have a long time with it. We were together going on 3 years. I've known him since 2018, so we was friends first, so I'm just thankful for his existence. I'm thankful to God for putting a man like that in my life, I'm so thankful to the Most High for loving me enough to send him, and reciprocate the love that I give, so that's what the last video was about. And then I was just sitting here because it's been a little over a month. His birthday was Saturday, and this week it's like reality's hitting me every time that I wake up. You know, it's like, damn, it's just, I feel this pain. Like, it's not a dream. Here's another day without him. Here's another day on this journey that feels so crazy because this isn't a journey that I want to be on. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. But just trying to be thankful in the process of it, you know, and re-channel my focus. You know, like before this happened, I was very much becoming more in tune with myself, you know, and learning great lessons about myself, being thankful for everything, being thankful for this man, being thankful for my life, being thankful for my kids, being thankful. And then I have something horrible. I experience something horrible, and it's like, I don't know how to still be thankful, you know? So I feel like I'm taking... Boy, my neighbor got the brightest security lights known to man. Anybody try to rob that shit. So, I feel like I took steps back because it's like now I don't know. I have my moments where it's, you know, feeling thankful, being in a, you know, trying to get back to where I was seems so hard, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I gotta stop trying to go back to where I was. You know what I'm saying? That's not where I was in a different space. And now I'm here. You know, my journey took a detour, you know, and even though I don't understand it, you know, I still have a lot of things to be happy for while I'm on this journey. You know, it's definitely new. It's unfamiliar. And it's the unknown. You know, I really feel like I'm in the unknown stage in my life where I have no choice but to be faithful and believe that some things are out of my control. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm on this journey for a reason. So I'm thankful. You know, I'm thankful, and I think about the things that make me happy. So that was also, another reason I wanted to do this, because I came across this, her name is Abraham Hicks. Actually, I've been watching her a lot, and before at first I was like, I can't get into her, but now I'm like at a different level. You know what I'm saying? And I watch her videos all the time, and you know, I came across one where it just was like, focus your energy and your vibration on positivity and things that make you happy, you know, things that just put you in positive energy, things that make your vibration high, things that make you feel joyful, you know. And so I'm working on doing that, you know, and keeping that mentality of doing that. So like, the things like this make me happy, you know, just talking about my journey and the things that I'm learning, and the, you know, the emotions that I'm feeling and how I'm trying to deal with those emotions and have control over those emotions versus allowing those emotions to have control over me. So this makes me happy, you know. My kids, you know, like my son today, he had an award ceremony, you know, he got AB honor roll, most improved, you know, like people being around my kids and saying, oh my gosh, they're so well mannered, you know, like they're well behaved. When the hell they want to be, you know, they're still kids now. They get on my damn nerves, you know what I'm saying? But they're still kids, and they're good kids, you know, they're kids, but they're good kids. And I'm thankful, you know, to be their mother, because they don't even realize how they're saving my life right now, you know, by keeping me going. And like, I understand you in pain, Manisha. I understand you hurting, and you got your time to hurt, you know, but you also have 3 people who still need you, you know. just finding those things to be thankful for, you know, or things to be that make me feel happy, you know, like sitting outside, being in water, or being around water, hearing water, being at the beach, you know, or being at a lake, or, you know what I'm saying, like a little spot where you can put a chair and just have a nice view of water. I love outside. I love being outside, you know. So as you can see, I'm outside right now and it's dark. But I love being outside. You know, that makes me happy. You know, doing the things that make me feel happy help keep my vibration and my energy high at this time where it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I've lost a little bit of control of my mind, because my mind races. You know what I'm saying? At night when I'm trying to sleep, I wake up in the middle of the night. I'm having dreams all the time. It's like my mind is not at rest. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes I get sad. I just have these moments of like, damn, you really not here. I really have to do this alone. I really have to be on this journey without you. And my mind just starts to overload with these sad thoughts. I feel like I've lost control of my mind a little bit. And you know, it's all right, because what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I'm still here, and I'm thankful to still be here. I want to use my life to help people. You know, those things make me feel happy. So, you know, doing what makes me feel happy, and like just writing down good things, good positive things in my life, writing down my accomplishments from last year to this year, you know, which I spoke about before. That's something my boyfriend pointed out to me one time. You know, I was kind of discouraged, and we was talking, and he was like, you know, write down on a piece of paper, write 2020 and then write 2021, you know, put a line down the middle, and then write how many accomplishments you've accomplished in the last year. You know what I'm saying? And it was so many accomplishments that he helped me realize that I didn't even see that I had accomplished in 1 year. And I was so like, oh, I'm not far. I'm not as far as I want to be. You know, I'm not where I want to be. But I didn't even appreciate how far I had come and all the great things that I had accomplished. You know, so once I see that, like, damn, let me give myself a little bit more credit. Let me be happy, you know, about these things. And I focused on the positive, and more things began to happen. You know, positive things like, damn, I got a raise, or money come out of nowhere. You know, just small things, small, big, anything to be appreciative and be thankful for. Because I have no choice but to have positive things happen to me, because my vibration is already so high. I have no choice. So it's just hard to do that when you lost somebody so important, so valuable. You know, it's hard to do that, but you gotta keep going. And I know I'm not the only person who's experienced a really bad loss or a really bad pain. You know, it happens to us all in our lives. So I just hope this helps somebody, where, you know, you just try. Just try. You know what I'm saying? You've already given the negative thoughts too much time. You've already given them so much attention already. You know what I'm saying? You don't deserve to keep doing that to yourself. So just try to focus on happy things, things that make you happy. You know, put your energy there. Make your vibration high. And I do believe that helps with the pain, and I do believe that helps with the grieving process, because the person you lost doesn't want you to be in pain every day. You know, the person you lost doesn't want you to lose yourself, you know. You have to keep going. You have to keep going and embrace the journey, and just find the best ways to be the best you. I feel like that's all of our purpose here. You know what I'm saying? To be the best you, to learn all the lessons that you can learn in this life, because this shit can end at any moment, and be happy and enjoy it. Find reasons to be happy. You know, that's what the work is. Because that shit is hard. We're so programmed and we're so habitual, meaning we are, you know, you've been away for so long, you know, it's a habit. And you have to learn how to break that habit. So that's my spiel for the evening. See, this helped me feel better. I know I cried and I'm like, oh God. You know, but when I have to cry, I cry. I don't hold it in. I don't say I'm okay, I'm good, and I'm not, you know. You know, if I have to cry, I have to cry, let it out. And I've been crying every day, ever since it happened, every single day. You know, we haven't even hit 45 days yet, you know, so I've been crying every day. I don't hold it in. So I feel good. I feel better. And I'm thankful for this moment, because you know what? I was going to go to the movies tonight. I actually got a call Cinema Cafe before 9:45 so I can get my money refunded, but I'm going to just go tomorrow. I was going to go to the movies tonight to see Bad Boys, you know, and take myself, because that's something that we would have done together. So I was going to go to the movies, and dang, I was talking to him about a security light and I was gone. I was gonna go to the movies, and I just felt like, no, don't go to the movies. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna just sit outside for a moment, take a moment. And if it ain't meant for me to go to the movies, I ain't gonna go. Or I can always go another day. And now look, like, this moment was so needed, you know, and sometimes this is what you need. And so even if it only touches one person, you know, I'm okay with that. I'm happy no matter what.